Morning. Don't look like death warmed up.
Morning.
Morning. It's 11 a.m. We've had a lie-in. We needed it after yesterday, didn't we?
Well, I've been up at like 6 o'clock every day.
Yeah, but then you need your sleep. We're dressed in the same clothes because that's how we roll. But we've got to head back to near Helms today because we're going to a birthday party, aren't we?
We've got fresh pants on though.
We've got clean knickers on.
Yeah.
Well, I have. She's got underpants on.
No, I have.
So it's a bit overcast today. Anyway, I'm just going to make us a cup of tea and a bacon sandwich. We'll talk about what we did yesterday in Helmsley, and then we'll talk about something that's made me really angry. Alright, back in a minute. Right, bacon sandwiches are done. There you go, my darling. There's your bacon sandwich.
Thank you.
There's mine. And we've got some hard-boiled eggs as well. Oh, we're living dream here
Not
today.
pickled eggs.
Not pickled eggs today. Oh, I've not got tissue. Let me get tissue. Oi. Oh. Extra crispy as you like it. There you go,
Thank you.
So, what we're going to talk about on this. Sun, it was overcast, but now the sun's come back out again. So that's good.
Oh, isn't it nice?
Cheers. Cheers, my darling.
Cheers, darling.
Cup of tea and a bacon butty. That's what it's all about, van life.
In the van.
Our first campsite for over a year.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So yesterday, let me have a bite of my sandwich first. I'll have to cut this bit out.
Right.
Just me eating.
We're both eating.
So yesterday we went, as you know, we went into Helmsley, the beautiful town. The sun was shining. It was really busy. All the bikers were there having a great day out, going and getting the fish and chips. Everyone were outside the pubs, and we had, as you know, on his main channel we like to do a bit of history, but we had a bit of a dilemma because half at places we went, we couldn't get a signal on his phone because we didn't we decided to come at last minute, so we'd not done any research. So we went in church.
That was nice.
It was a beautiful church, and I'm trying to look things up, no signal. So we're just looking at nice things in church. Then we decided, let's go and have a look at Castle. We went for a drink. This is going to be on the vlog. In fact, part of me feels like a bit nervous about putting vlog up.
Why?
Because all we did was go in pub. So
that's
what we do. We're having a good time. So we and I lost my microphone thing as well.
What microphone?
That receiver for microphones, for little microphones.
We were going to look for it, weren't
Yeah.
we? How much is one of those?
£100.
What?
I don't need it though. I mean, it's still not. I'm not happy that I've lost it, but at least I've got the DJI marks.
Should we have a quick look for it?
Is it going to find it? It's like that big. It's minuscule. I'm going to retrace all the steps from yesterday. So I hope the audio's alright from yesterday. So anyway, yeah, we thought, let's go to Castle. Right, first of all, we didn't get into town till late on because we had to wait to get a bus. It was a comedy of errors yesterday, really. We had to wait for a bus, so we had to sit in a pub. I mean, what are you going to do while you sat in a pub for an hour and a half? Have a few beers. So we sat in a pub, and then we got the bus, and we couldn't get a taxi for love nor money to come home, and the last bus were at 6 o'clock, 6:30 or something. So we thought, oh no, we've only just got here.
Sorry.
So trying to get a taxi, everyone was telling us, we were asking people to say, you not get a taxi, you won't get one. So I'm like, oh man, I was a bit anxious all day because of that, yeah. So I talk about this in the vlog, I think. I went on Uber, like a bit of a, we don't like using Uber, we're like, because we've been told off for it before. But it was a case of needs must, weren't it? So Uber let me book a taxi, a 3-mile taxi. We would have walked it, wouldn't we? But it was really dangerous, main road, and there's no path. I'm not walking at night along a busy, just not going to do it. It let me book an Uber, 3 mile, 35 quid. But I booked it and it takes the money, and I like peace of mind. So I thought at least we've got that booked if we don't get anything else. Anyway, it gets to time, we're waiting for Uber, cancelled it, didn't turn up. And that's what they do all the time. I'm just not going to use Uber anymore. It's a waste of time. So I was really a bit worried then. And that couple, we were sat with a couple, weren't we? And we got a bit drunk with them, and they were staying at the hotel. And they said, "You can come and stay in our room." And I was like,
Did they say that?
Yeah, you probably don't remember because you were quite drunk.
Oh, I wasn't that bad.
No, I know. But I was like, hey, up, they might be, come and stay in our room with us.
How's your father?
How's your father? We were like, no, it's all right, we'll walk. But they were a lovely couple. Only kidding, by the way, obviously, because you might be watching. And Andrew, were it? Jen and Andrew?
Yeah.
And Andy, and the dog, what dog called Nelly? I always remember dogs' names, mate.
Yeah. They were from Hull.
They were from Hull, lovely couple. So we had some drinks with them and everything, and it got a bit. But because this taxi had now cancelled, I'm like, part of my brain's getting all worried what we're going to do, but then my drunk part of my brain's going, whatever. We'll go and sleep in a field. Worst case, we can stay in their room with them, or we could have just got a room in a hotel maybe or something like that. I went up to barman and I said, do you think we're going to get a taxi? It was like one last ditch attempt. He says, yeah, I'll give you a number. So I phoned this number. I said, can I have a taxi to Bedlam? Bedlam. Oh yeah, we'll be there in 5 minutes. And it was funny because we were talking to the driver when we got it taxi. And he says, oh, you were lucky. He says, I've just dropped off and I was heading back. I think because he was in the middle of nowhere, he was going back to wherever he would come from. He says, and this call come in. So I've just turned around and come back. So we were lucky, weren't we?
Wow.
But we didn't go in Castle because it was 24 quid. I'm not paying that.
I would have liked to have spent more time looking around the shops.
Yeah.
But we didn't have enough time, did we?
This sounds like an excuse, but we love meeting people, don't we? And we get talking to people.
Get carried away.
We get talking to people in pubs. And the next thing, we do it all the time. If you watch a lot of his videos, we'll go in a pub and then we'll come out and it's dark. And we're like, oh God, we're supposed to be vlogging.
Yeah. Oh, actually, we've just spent the last 2 hours in there.
We went for a meal, which we went to an Italian, didn't we? They were all right.
Service was good.
It weren't the best meal we've had, but it were okay. They were acceptable. And that were it. So I don't know what that vlog's going to be like. I'm a bit worried about it, but it is what it is, isn't it?
It is. I know, gosh, you've just got so much stress and anxiety in your life.
I'm always worrying. Right. What else is going on? Let me eat my sandwich first. Right. Oh, that was nice. I enjoyed that. So we'll just finish this tea. Tell you what else we've been up to.
Thank you.
You're welcome, darling. And then get back down to Sheffield way. So, great news. My van Dorothy, the little van. I'm giving you some inside information here. I don't know if I should do, but about what I'm going to do next week.
Oh, yeah.
So the van is done. I spent 700 and something quid last week on Dorothy. But
oh my goodness.
I've had new tyres, new battery, I've had a new wing mirror, I've had something what he did to the suspension, new bulbs, got it full MOT, so it's all MOT'd up, 12 months MOT, taxed, insured, everything, spot on. All I'm waiting for now is a front grille, which is another 100 quid. And then it's ready to go to auction, and we're going to do it. And when I do it, I'm going to announce it. But then I think you come up with that idea, didn't you, of going on one last trip in Dorothy. So next week, I'm going to go back to my first love. And I can come up with a right funny title. I've cheated. I've cheated with my first love or something. And then the camera pans to Dorothy, then I'll take her on a little trip. What?
Are you off next week?
I'm always off.
Am
What do you
I?
mean I'm off?
Are you off?
Am I off?
Am I?
Are you off next week?
Am I off next week?
I don't know. Why do you want to go on a trip with me? I think we're together next weekend.
Mm.
But I don't want to do... I don't know if I could go back to it, both of us.
Why?
Because do you remember what it was like? You know when we've got this?
Yeah. We've been spoilt now.
We've been spoiled. I mean, we loved it, and at the time we had such good adventures, but...
I think we should. Do you know, for just one last thing?
But how we're going to do it in a video? Because that video, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. What do you guys think? But we're going to be raffling that off. So what you're going to get, we're going to do £5 a ticket. I don't know how long you do these raffles for. Do they do them for a couple of weeks? I don't know.
I'm off Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, but we'll go on I want to go on a proper trip. You don't want to do 3 days in Little Van, do you?
Oh gosh, no.
Not after all this and a shower and all.
We'd have to go to Morrison's for a toilet.
We'd have to do toilet in Morrison's again.
And on a Sunday they don't open until 10.
And we had a great time, but we've moved on. That van's ideal for people that just want to go and do a stealthy overnight trip. That's the beauty with that van, because it's stealth. You can go into a city centre and get in the car park, get under barriers, go and have a night in the city centre and get back to the van. We used to do that a lot, didn't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do that £5 a ticket. But the main prize, people, yeah, they're going to want that van, but the main prize is the winner. We've said, well, if you want, we'll take out.
Yeah, you don't have to. It's not compulsory.
People might not want it. We'll take you out for tea. We'll take you out for a meal. We'll go for a meal for 4, have a few drinks, and we'll pay for that as a sort of thank you to the winner. I just think that'll be a laugh, don't you?
Yeah, but what will you do if someone abroad wins it?
They can't do it from abroad, can they?
Well, they'd have to get it shipped over, wouldn't they? They'd have to pay. You need to put that in the small.
Yeah, I'll put that in, that you've got to be in England somewhere.
Well, you've got to be able to come and get it.
What if they're in like top end of Scotland or something?
That's what you've got to organise. Like, how are you gonna get it to them? Are they gonna come and get it?
I don't mind driving it to them because I like going on a bit of an adventure.
But how are you gonna get back?
On a train. Piece of cake.
Yeah, but then I'd have to come.
Oh yeah, because we're going to do the night out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll worry about it later.
I think you should worry about it now.
Oh, well that's, yeah.
Just the finer details.
We will after this video. Anyway, so I want to have a little bit of a rant. Now, Helen's got a friend. It's completely unrelated to anything, this, but it's really wound me up. It's like a reflection on modern society. Helen's got a friend who's got a family and lives in a nice, quiet suburban area, and got young children and stuff like that. And the house next door has been put on Airbnb and other sites as well, booking.com and stuff like that. And you can rent it out for a night or 2 nights, and it says gatherings welcome. So basically, people are renting this house and having parties, or young ones are having like wild parties that are going all hours at night.
An
ambulances outside,
last night,
deliveries
Uber Eats at 6 a.m.
and just shouting
right,
music.
Apparently, cars coming and going all day yesterday. I mean, it's just wrong, isn't it? Goodness knows what's happening.
So they're renting these houses out as like party houses. It even says on the thing, so we looked it up.
Yeah.
Gatherings welcome. I mean, what does that say?
Really, really bad.
So I've said to Helen, because I don't know her, Helen knows her, I said, tell her you need to get onto council straight away, and you need to also get onto Airbnb. It needs reporting. It's just so out of order.
No, but I don't think that they'd be bothered.
Well, they won't be bothered, but what about the person that owns the house? How selfish is that? It's terrible. And if I knew, I assume that she knows the person because they've probably lived in that house before, unless it's somebody else that's bought it to do that. But I'd be trying to find out who owns the house and say, look, you've got to stop this. It's my family here. And there's other families on the street.
Yeah, it's not good at all.
And we've looked into it a bit, and apparently it happens quite often in areas. Imagine that, you've got a beautiful street, lovely community, somebody decides to rent a house out for parties.
I looked in the area,
yeah,
and there's about 4 houses that you can rent on Airbnb.
I mean, Airbnb is great if you want to use it for. It's probably got a lot to answer for as well. I did a video when I went to Staithes, and every other house were empty because it were like winter and they were all Airbnbs.
It's a bit like that in Robin Hood's Bay.
Yeah, so it's got a lot to answer for Airbnb. Although I've used them, we used them in Texas. They were good. But yeah, so
I remember when my son, when he was younger, and he was like going to parties and stuff, and they'd go and they'd like rent an apartment for a party.
They'd go and rent apartments. It's wrong. It should be, I think I probably, mind you, that were many years before Airbnb when I went to a party, but I remember when I was about 20 odd, going to a party in this apartment. I don't know whose apartment it was or what, but it was just like everybody knew there was this party and like hundreds of young'uns turned up. I mean, that must have been awful for neighbours. Of course, at the time, when you're a young person, you don't tend to think about that, do you, as much? Anyway, so that's my little rant. Have you had any experience of that? Let me know if you've had any problems caused with Airbnbs. What's the solution to that? I like posing these dilemmas and these questions to the people. So there you go. As for these daily vlogs, these will be ending soon. I just wanted to see it through. 30 vlogs, 30 days. Just vlog every day for 30 days. But to be quite honest with you, it's got a bit difficult. That's why I'm churning crap out like this. Just me.
Why did you want to do it?
Because I just wanted to do it because people do it. But it's like, I've only got one emergency vlog left. I've done a vlog in Scotland and I made a right mess of it. I went to this at Loch Lomond. So I went to Luss. How beautiful is Luss? I can't believe what I've done. I have all these little SD cards and I record different places and I don't label them or anything. And I went to Luss and made a fantastic video for my main channel, and then I recorded overall footage.
You didn't?
A full day's worth of footage in the most beautiful place.
What did you do that for?
Overlook. I got up early. Oh, honestly, I'm gutted about that. They were like, I was there at crack of dawn and I walked down to Loch, and they're all birds, and it was just so picturesque and beautiful, and I recorded over it.
That's dreadful, James.
But the worst thing is, I recorded over it with a little trip to Balmara or something, which is on the other side of Loch. Oh, that's terrible. So when you see, because I thought it were going to be the same as Luss. It's not the same as Luss. There's basically nothing there. It's basically, it's like a stop-off point for if you're going hiking. There's a beautiful mountain type thing you go up. But I thought it was like a coastal little resort thing. But it weren't. There were a cafe and a shop.
Oh dear.
And I set off, I'm going to do this walking tour of this place. And I got there and that were it. And I'm like, is this it? A cafe and a shop. There wasn't even a pub.
That's really tragic.
So that video, it's a beautiful place though. But so when you see that video come up, you know that's an emergency video. But then after 30 days, when I've done my 30 vlogs, I want to decide what I want to do on this channel, because I want to do something different. It might be food reviews. That don't really float my boat as much. What sort of, can you give me any ideas for other types of content? I've always wanted to do like proper travel stuff, like going to Eastern Europe and going off on little adventures. It'd be solo stuff, but that could probably go on main channel, couldn't it?
You've tried that before.
I've tried it, it didn't work, but it was a long time ago. I went to Slovakia and Budapest. It didn't really work, but I'd like to do stuff like that. I don't know, but it's good to have a second channel.
It's nice, isn't it, that you can just go off and do stuff?
I'm lucky, aren't I, that I can do that. But I've created it.
You have. I'm very proud of you.
I've took a massive risk to do this.
You did.
So
you are a risk taker.
I had a lovely email from a guy, and he was a dean at a college in Australia doing business and entrepreneurial shit. I can't say that word.
You've just said it.
Entrepreneurial stuff. And he just sent me a lovely email. Just talks about how, giving me a bit of respect for, I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but do you know what I mean? Taking a chance, taking a risk, and trying stuff, and getting stick for it. Like, I did that KFC video and I got a lot of stick for it, but it did all right. Can't be afraid to try stuff.
I've not watched
You've not watched it.
Oh, sorry.
It paid for my dinner, and I am going to go and review the rice basket. People have told me to. Is it chicken rice basket? I'm going to do that next.
Chicken rice basket.
But the Rotherham video I did, the Wentworth, people said you should have put that on main channel, which they're probably right. I should have.
You be careful.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Who knows what way it's going to go? It's a bit of fun, isn't it? There is a video going on my main channel, on our main channel tonight at 6:30, and that's Home Firth, which is quite a nice little vlog. It was a beautiful day I had in Home Firth, and I had could be the best fish and chips I've ever had. Seriously, that's saying something.
I didn't go with you.
Well, you didn't go, but yeah, they were amazing. Anyway, rabbited on. I need to get this uploaded, and just wanted to say hi. And I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll probably be hungover again tomorrow because we're at a party, aren't we, tonight? We're at an Italian party. It's all the Italians and the Sicilians that are going to be there, so that should be fun. Shouldn't it?
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Ciao.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao.
Right, I'm going to take my medication and then we're off skis. All right. See you there.